What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Shout out to all those beginner investors and traders out there. Y'all already know who it is, but if you don't, skirt. It's Goodbye, Ray Valentine. You to pulled up to the block market. This is Hood Money Investing. I wanted to show you something so you can have a little bit more confidence and feel a little bit more secure as you sit tight with your snuggie wrapped up like you watching anime or a good cartoon with a bowl of cereal until AMC and GameStop happen to break out. I want to show you. Right now, as you see, the Dow is down, the S&P is down, the NASDAQ is down, the global Dow is down. But AMC and GME are holding that fucking line, you see. But this is what I wanted to show y'all. You remember when I showed you that volume that was taking place 3 months ago on the chart where you can see where AMC could potentially would have potentially squeezed past $25. Okay. And then us hitting this wall where we were brought down. Okay. I wanted to show you this volume right here. All right. And we're going to go look at the 4-hour chart on Webull, right? Check this out. Now, remember this was back in January. Here we were at 25.80. Okay, remember that the volume spiked in February and around the time that GME happened to start getting pulled down, when other stocks were found that were being shorted, and AMC was the one that happened to squeeze right after GME, right? And that's where we can clearly see, AMC was halted as well. But I wanted to show you guys this because if AMC was above $20 before, we had this decrease in sales and the shutdown and all that, this is the price target in my mind and a little bit above. I can see maybe 40, 45 bucks due to the quarterly reports that just happened to come out, and AMC happened to beat expectations, you see. So this is the reason why when I talk about the squeeze and say, of course, oh man, I love to see it happen so I can be out here with my Gilligan hat on, with my Hawaii 5-0s, with my Hawaiian Sophie shirt, with my boat shoes and my Wall Street shorts. You know what I'm saying? But I'm being patient. I'm doing my homework, looking into AMC and what they plan on doing for the future. And I know whether it squeezes or not, I'm going to make some good money. I'll make a lot more if it squeezes, but I'll make just as much that I planned on making before the squeeze took place. You see what I'm saying? So either way, I'll be excited. I'm excited more that we have the clutches, our clutches on these hedge funds and these people that are trying to play us, so now they have to reconfigure the game because we figured the game out. And the ones that, are very intelligent, that do their homework day in, day out, looking at technicals and datas, that realize that these things were off as far as the volume. And, they could see within those, that the data and the technicals, that these things were being manipulated. And those people are the ones that we have to really, really tip our hats to, on top of, people like us that are, constantly, having due diligence and looking for as much information as possible for good companies to invest our money in, and as you can see right now, let's go. I'm gonna go to about the 1 minute chart. I like 1 minute, and as you can see, man, we gonna get back up to that $14 mark. Right now we got that wall at like 10 where is it at? Right there, 1034. I mean, we cracked through that joint. I can definitely see us reaching $11, $12 before this week is out. But I'm not really stressing it, man. You know, we're already getting reports that they're saying that the news and everything behind with AMC and GME is behind us, and pretty much trying to get people to ignore these stocks. But man, it's over with. It's nothing that they can do, and these walls that they're holding up are soon going to be knocked down. So we're in a good position. The reason why I really wanted to do this video was not just about AMC and not just about GME. It was also about Dogecoin, because I happen to have a little bit of Doge. And the reason why I wanted to do this video is because Dogecoin did a massive drop from 74 cents down. As you can see now, we have 47 cents. And I wanted to do this for those Dogecoin supporters out there and those investors out there that are investing in Dogecoin, because there are a couple more catalysts or a few more things that can happen to push Doge over $1. A lot of people depended on Elon Musk to do it on SNL, and I did a video saying, talking about why the price could potentially drop, and there's a lot of people that were commenting, because I'm in blogs on Facebook and stuff like that, and it was people that they didn't really attack me, but they didn't like what I was saying and they were disagreeing, and I was just trying to let them know that this is what's going to happen based on new retail investors, based on whales that are already in, that's going to try to make money, that's already making money on the way up, that are going to end up making money at when it goes down, so they can buy back in, because you have the new retail investors that's going to probably buy at a high, and then if they start losing money based on it going down, they could potentially sell. So this will allow them to jump back in, buy at a cheaper price, and make more money, and just keep doubling up or tripling up or whatever the case is. And I already did talked a little bit about that based on my understanding as a beginner of what they could potentially do or possibly do, excuse me. And it happened. I mean, look where we're at now. But I want to give you a little bit of hope as far as why we could get back up past 75 cents. Hopefully, I see, I can see it going up to the numbers I said, like $4, but that's in the future. Right now, between the years out, I'll have to correct myself and say I can see, maybe 98 cents, maybe, because nobody's going to let it get to $1. They're going to sell before it gets to $1. You have people that's just jumped in, that's going to double up. You got people that have doubled up or tripled up or quadrupled already, and you have the people that are trying to make money back for the losses that they made buying at the high. I mean, so you could potentially see this stay under $1 for a while because of people noticing the patterns and just constantly making money off of it. But what I want to give you, though, that hope, what I was talking about is, right, at the moment, you can see that right here, Robinhood, right here, coins withdrawal. At this time, we don't have functionality to allow customers to transfer their cryptocurrency assets into or out their Robinhood account, but we're currently working on providing those abilities to support cryptocurrencies. Transfer coins into Robinhood crypto. At this time, we don't have functionality to allow customers to transfer their cryptocurrency assets into or out of their Robinhood account. However, we're currently working on providing the ability to deposit and withdraw support cryptocurrencies. This could be huge for Dogecoin. This could be huge for Coinbase. This could be huge for cryptocurrency, as far as Robinhood allowing people to transfer crypto in and out of Robinhood, as well as withdrawal. That right there will be big. And then if Coinbase happens to, that's another thing, because right now, if you go to Dogecoin, right now it's, it's not supported by Coinbase, and with Coinbase IPOing and jumping on the stock market, that right there would be big as well for Dogecoin if Coinbase happens to support Dogecoin, because there are a lot of investors, retail investors, that don't have Robinhood, they don't have Binance, they don't have Uphold, Kraken, or there's a few others out there that people primarily use, and Uphold is definitely smashing. They're getting like 10,000 new subscribers like every day, every other day or something crazy like that. So, they're jumping up. But, right now, Coinbase is one of the primary exchanges for cryptocurrency. And with Dogecoin being, as you can see right now, let's see, 1, 2, 3, it's fifth right now, in prices on Coinbase. And let's see right here. Let's see what's this is definitely canceled. Okay, let's see the gainers. Doge isn't on there today, but Doge is definitely it's making its mark, man. It's not fifth on the cryptocurrency list. I know that. I think it's like 15th or something like that, 10th or something. I'm not going to get the roaming around on here because I don't want nobody to see, anything like my account or nothing. But, that right there is one of the catalysts that could potentially take Dogecoin up to close to $1, like 98, 99 cents. It could go over. But with all this buying and selling, I think it might be a while now. I thought it could possibly go past $1 because the community is huge, and the backing behind it, as far as the few billionaires and rappers and celebrities and whatever the case is. But once, Elon Musk, said that it was a hustle, and, it went down during SNL based on the, buying my mother, buying my mom Dogecoin for Mother's Day and all that. It just wasn't as successful as people thought. And, now they're talking about even, that, that you could possibly use Dogecoin for Tesla in some way, shape, or form. I have to dig a little bit deeper into that. But, they're doing whatever they can to push Doge and make money. But the only thing I can see is that people are going to, pump and flip, that's all I can really see with Doge. Now, if they find more use cases for it, yeah, of course, like I said, but, just be prepared for it to stay under, $1 for a while, because the news will only keep it up but so long, because right now people are so impatient because they are more so looking at this like a casino. They're not looking at it for the long term. They're thinking about turning 1,000 into 2,000, 10,000 into 20,000 or 30,000. They're not thinking about holding and turning that 1,000 into 50,000 in 2 years or 3 years, or turning that, that 1,000 into 100,000 in 5 years, or 1,000,000 in 10 years. They're not thinking like that. They're thinking about right now. And that is one of the reasons why Dogecoin won't reach a specific price, because just like a few stocks, it's the same thing, just like AMC and GameStop in the beginning, of the squeezes. People jumped in because of the profits that they can make. They didn't jump in because they, put in some work and did some research on the company, read some articles, got as much info as possible. No, they jumped in because they wanted to make money. And, once that took place, it ruined the possibilities for people that actually took their time to research the companies and, sit and go through all the things that took place before we had any news like that coming out, so you can go back months and months and months and months ago, past 6 months ago, and I was talking about GME when nobody was talking about it at all. just a few people and the potential it had based on the console cycles. It wasn't about a squeeze back then. So once that happened, it caused them to put the block, the plunger on, the stopper on that thing, man, because it became about gambling. It wasn't about, patience and technicals and a company basically going up based on, the shares being purchased and the quality of, the price going based on the quality, based on the retail investors, based on the fundamentals. It wasn't going up anymore based on any of that. It was based on, pure gambling. So, like I said, I'm just a beginner, man. Take what I say with a grain of salt, but, that's all you can do, man. You have your own due diligence, do your own homework. I'm a beginner like you, most of you, or some of you. And as much as I've learned, I could look a professional in the face, I think, and, have understanding of what's going on, with the market, because with the patterns and everything, that's the reason why I took you to the as you can see right here, let's see, the 4-hour chart. That's why I took you here. And as you can see, you could just ride the wave. Because it's coming. It's definitely coming. I pay attention to the patterns. And that's the reason why I went back to this $25 mark, like I said. And this was before. This was pre, This was pre. So that's 25 right there. So without the squeeze, we can see a $50 AMC, after or during the summertime, without the squeeze. So, that's just my opinion. I wanted to drop that crypto news on y'all with the Dogecoin, because it still has a couple catalysts that could help it potentially go up to $1 or close to it. So, just trying to do my part, man, with helping people get as much info as possible, even if my information isn't as much as some of these other guys out here. I might be at least help you turn your head, you know what I'm saying, to something that you may not have paid attention to. And I'm a little bit more believable. I get it. Some of these guys are worth millions or hundreds of thousands of dollars. A lot of them are agents. A lot of them are just doing it because they understand how to format, a YouTube channel. So to make money off of what's trending at the moment, because a lot of these guys don't know nothing about stocks. They don't even try to learn anything about stocks. They just probably copy everybody else. But, personally, I'm planning on taking classes and learning more about technicals, not because I believe in the technicals, just to understand the language, so I can help other people understand the language. And, just keep on doing my best to learn about investing, man, because it's almost criminal that they don't teach people this in school. And take profits, man. Stop just holding, man. Watching people hold and lose 50,000 and 60,000, and Like, man, make sure you got a price target. Make sure that you say to yourself, say you make 100. Say if your stock goes shoot up, and like you got 500 shares of AMC, and say you think it's going to go to 1,000, at least have a target. Like, okay, when I know I make 20,000, I'm going to take 20,000 out. Don't wait for it to try to reach a peak so you can make as much money as possible, because it's going to crush you. When that stock reaches, say if it goes up to 10,000 and you think it's going to go to 15,000, and it sits on 10,000 for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And when that knife fall, it can instantly go from 10,000 down to 1,000, down to 500, and you will hate yourself. So make sure you take profits. That's another thing I'll say, as a beginner, and making mistakes, not taking profit at certain times and losing money. Have a target. You know what I'm saying? A price point that you plan on getting out at, at least averaging up and averaging down. Like, so that's my opinion, man. I appreciate you for tuning in. It's Kavai Ray Valentine. It's the Block Market Hood Money Investing. And we going to keep on bringing as much info as I, can to these beginners out here like myself so that we can gain more and more knowledge so that we can make another step and make another step and keep on helping people, man. So that's all, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. It's the Block Market Hood Money Investing. I'm out of here.
They out there panicking right now. I can feel it. They out there. They're panicking. Look at them.
Now, you're not naive enough to think we're living in a democracy, are you, buddy? It's the free market. And you're part of it.
Something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea with you. You got a minute?
After everything we've done for you.
Oh, see, I made Lewis a bet here. Lewis bet me that we couldn't both get rich and put y'all in the poorhouse at the same time. He didn't think we could do it. I won.
I lost. $1.
Thank you, Lewis.
After you.
Certainly.